All right, the time is here. Take advantage. If you're interested in promoting your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News, music, brand, or even yourself, email me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com for more information. Don't wait. Let's go.
That Tupac,
Yeah, ain't that the truth? That's
and
crazy.
and it was really wild. Like we had a really wonderful interview yesterday morning.
Great.
Very engaging. But even in between the breaks, her and I were talking, and she was just like, I don't speak about Eazy-E. Her and Easy were very close, and I was telling her how I speak to little Eric, and from time to time I miss him. I haven't been in touch with him in about a year and a half, but she can't even do it.
Now, if you don't
You
mind me
know,
asking, as it pertains to his death or just a personal relationship that they had.
she doesn't talk about anything regarding Eazy-E at all.
Okay.
But me and her had that point of symmetry because I don't talk about Proof nearly as much as I should.
hmm Now, for those who know Proof, you talking about Detroit rapper, legendary rapper who used to ride with
Eminem,
Eminem, and
absolutely, yeah.
you talking about that? No, you're not talking about him.
Marshall Mathers' best friend
Yep.
and my best friend,
Really?
the soul of D12.
Yeah. Damn.
The man who was supposed to be running 8 Mile passed away right before Marshall handed over the keys to the kingdom. It's so funny. He promised to make you, and you promised to give him a label, Marshall. And instead, he ended up dead, and you did everything that you could do to botch that investigation and allowed him to be blamed for his own death. And then Obi ended up popped in the head on New Year's Eve, and I was on the phone with him when they was putting him in the ambulance.
Can you talk about your relationship and how it developed with Proof?
We were ghostwriters. Teflon introduced us from MOP. I worked at 8 Mile for 2.5 years as a ghostwriter. Nobody even knew. I was there when he got off the phone with Marshall, and Marshall told him that he was signing the company over to him. And I wasn't there when he died. I just left and went back to New York. We did Madison Square Garden together twice, you know. People think the only time I did the garden was with Jay-Z. That's not true. I did it with Marshall and Proof twice. They don't talk about him. Yeah, you got to check her out. Dominique DePrima.
You wrote that down, right?
Is this your first time sharing the information? I never heard this before.
I guess so.
Wow.
The things we don't say.
Right.
And that's crazy because they did the same thing to Proof that they did to my son.
What happened with your son? If you can, care to talk about it.
I was buying him his own company. Philadelphia is his company. That was his 25th birthday present. So he didn't have to sign a Rock Nation contract. A lot of people don't know or acknowledge the fact that my son was an intern for that company.
Too good to me. Wow.
All right, so let's get into that because obviously you said it on this platform.
The boy that killed my son was trying to get a Rock Nation contract.
I love you so much.
Well, speak on that. Was it a rivalry? Was it something that
No, it was very
caused you?
random. Dice game gone wrong. Kind of like how Takeoff died. Oh, that's right. There was no dice game happening.
I'm so sorry. I'm missing your honeymoon.
Our family being together is the most important thing right now.
I think you
A lot
talked
of
about
coincidence there, right?
Yeah.
Laundry, babysitting, sitting at your call.
They don't even try new shit.
Thank you.
When you mean
People
they,
wonder
we
why
talk.
Takeoff, and people wonder why Takeoff's death was so triggering for me. My son died at a fake dice game just like he did in Texas.
What do you think about the people that a lot of people, talked about like Jay Prince and the people around him, that was supposed to protect him in that situation? How do you feel
There
about
was
Jay Prince?
nothing that they could do.
Wow. Wow.
How did that boy that they said was the shooter end up dead 2 days later in the Fifth Ward? How was he moving around the city and no one had located him, tracked him down? Who was the guy that they arrested? None of this shit makes sense. But hey, Megan Thee Stallion, she got to go over there with the Rock Nation, and Tory is still in jail for doing absolutely fucking nothing but getting drunk and high with the wrong fucking bitches and accepting a ride from a Hollywood gatekeeper like Corey Gamble.
Mm.
I send my heart, my love out to Tory's father. And if he should ever want to talk to me still, I'm here and I'm in LA.
You know,
Honestly, I'm thinking about reaching out. I want to go and visit Tory.
Right.
we never talked about Tory with you on here. What do you, in your opinion, what do you think that whole event turned out to be? Obviously, you don't
He
think
made $1
he did it.
million in one day on Instagram, and he
NFT.
bragged about it,
Yeah.
about his NFT offering, and he bragged about how he wasn't gonna have to sign the fucked up contract, and he told his entire generation that he was gonna teach them how to do it, so they didn't have to do it either. And the next thing you know, this big bitch talking about somebody shot her with no GSR on his hands,
Mm.
just like there was no GSR on Shine Barrow's hands.
Which he just elaborated on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Pretty much
Yeah,
saying Diddy did it
yeah,
without saying it.
without saying it. Yeah,
There
Yeah.
was no GSR on his hands. How he do all that time?
Do you think the protection for Diddy is up now? Because it seemed like a point he was getting away with a lot of stuff
I
coming
think
from.
Diddy on the block.
What you mean?
He on the block. They got him in the street. He
Doing what?
greenlit. He
Oh,
greenlit.
no way.
We'll see how long he live.
mm.
We're gonna see if he make it to that surgery or to trial. He's still hoping for a new face.